Hello! It is me, Laid. Alright, so this is a kind of awkward video. I only have the head here and ugly human hands because I am in the middle of moving out of my dorm. So, this is the last day in the dorm. Goodbye, dorm. So I thought I'm gonna make a quick video really quick, talking about what month it is, which you may not know, but June is Pride Month. A really big month for furries, you know us, we're all gay. I thought I would not really just come out, I think we all knew that I was part of the community, but really talk about who I am and what I identify as for Pride Month, and just, you know, let you guys know, because I don't know if you know. Boom. I have a rainbow wristband. Alright, so here's the shizzle. First of all, what do I identify as when it comes to who I love? So I am pansexual. Wow. Pansexual means, it's close to bisexual, that's a whole nother argument, but, pansexual basically means that I love people of any kind of gender. Like, I could find someone that I, end up loving that ends up being almost any sex or gender, because there are so many, and it just, people vary, and it really depends who I find first. And then romantically, now here's where it gets a little tricky. Demiromantic. Being demiromantic is hard to explain. I am extraordinarily picky when it comes to romance. How about that? I want to make sure that it's someone I really want to be in a relationship with. And usually it's someone who is not a cis male, if that makes sense. It has happened once or twice before. I have gotten a crush on a cis male twice. I can count it, 2. So it's not impossible for me, but I'm just, what I enjoy is, it's hard. It takes me a long time to get into relationships, because I'm not someone who just kind of goes out on a whim and goes, oh, let's date, I guess. I don't know, things have even gotten more complicated recently. The thing is that LGBT is on a spectrum, so it's weird and different, and you just get to explore yourself, and maybe I won't be these things, but, you know. And then, on the other hand, we have who I identify and what my pronouns are. And I'm going to say it's not female pronouns. I do not identify as she, her, hers. And I know a lot of people call me that, and that's because I have obvious biological implications, like my voice, and the fact I got these, and my body shape, and everything alludes to the idea that I am a female. But I am here to tell you that I actually am not. I identify as non-binary. And non-binary is the idea that I don't feel like I have a specific gender. It's basically agender as well. It's the idea of not having a gender. I go by they, them, there. I don't want the ideas of gender to confine who I am, if that makes sense. And I don't feel comfortable. When I figured this out, I definitely realized it did not feel comfortable being called she, her, hers. I feel a little more comfortable with he, him, his. That's why almost all of my characters are boys, because I'm just like, hey. But I found way more comfort with they, them, there, and I sat on this, and it's about 4 years, it's almost more than 4 years now, that when I discovered that I did prefer they, them, their pronouns, and a lot of my close friends call me that. I'm starting to get other people into it. It's for me, it's hard, because every time I explain that I am non-binary, or that I'm pansexual, or demiromantic, like what I am right now, I'm explaining it to you, but I'm explaining it to you all en masse. But when I bring that up to, like, coworkers, or I bring it up to peers, it is hard to sit down and narrowly explain every little thing, because lots of people do not understand it. And that's one of the problems I have with labels, is because people don't know them all, and people don't believe in them all. If you want to talk about people not believing that you exist, we have a non-binary, pansexual, demiromantic person sitting in front of you, and I don't exist on a lot of people's mental scales. But let's just consider for a hot second, it's just how society has been built up for a really long time. This is a discussion that I could get into and would be forever, but it would last forever. But I'm going to try to narrow it down for a little bit. We are all raised thinking that there are only two genders which match with the two sexes, which is incorrect. But and there are packages that go with each of those genders. There is ideals of what a male should do, and there is ideals of what a female should do. And in the end, that is very problematic, and it leads to a lot of mental issues and political issues, which is not working. If we look at our society and we look at what is happening in America, because that's where I am, in case you didn't know, it is not working. Women still do not get paid as much as men get paid. LGBTQ people are we think that the fight is over since marriage equality was passed. No, because there's still LGBTQ people getting killed on the streets, getting denied service, getting pushed out of their homes, not getting the love that they deserve because they don't fit into this ideal person we have created to complete the American dream and to fit into the socialist category we have made. Sorry guys, I just took a gender women's studies class in college. I'm a little feisty right now. But what I'm saying is that we need to start changing how we view everybody. And we're already headed towards that. The United States of America is already headed towards equality. It is on its way. We do have people fighting against us and stopping us. But I believe if we work together and we love unconditionally, and we accept people for who they are, learn not to assume when we first meet somebody, get to know people, ask for equal rights. If you are a cis white man in the United States of America, you do have privilege, but you also have power, and that power is not to dominate over people, but to help the people who do not have your privilege. You have the power to help us. If you are not a cis white man, you might not have all the privileges, but there are people who are still beneath you. They're not beneath you as in, like, not as good as you, but beneath you as in what privileges they have and what rights they have. There are people of color, there are the LGBTQ community, there are people with disabilities, there are homeless people, and there's so much we can do to help. And honestly, the furry community is a great place for that. Because furries are charitable and welcoming and loving, and yeah, there's some of us that aren't that way. But most of us are, and that's the difference. What we have to do is we need to remember to love unconditionally. Accept those around us, even if their political views are different, even if their social scale, their wealth, all that stuff. We need to remember that we're all, under here, we're all human. Excuse me, princess. And that's really important. So, thanks for listening to my rant. I honestly just meant this video to explain my identities, but then I kind of got into it. And as I end this video with like a lawnmower going off, and it's my last time in the dorm, and there's just a lot happening, I want to thank you guys for watching my videos and listening through this, and please tell me what you think in the comments below. It might be different than me, and that's alright. I'm fine with having discussions. I do not want hate speech, however. Hate speech is what keeps us behind and does not bring us forward. You are more than welcome to have differing opinions, and I'd love to talk things out with you, but I'm not much of a arguer, as in violent arguing. I will talk about things in a professional manner, but I will not, I will not use hate speech. Anywho, I also want you guys to, maybe this might be it, but this might be the last video in this Slade. Slade 2.0 is very well on his way. I don't post updates because I want it to be like a whole surprise reveal thing. I do plan on him being completely out by Anthrocon. So you will be able to see him around there if you're going. And if you're going, let me know, because I will love to meet you. But for now, thank you so much for watching. I'll see y'all around. Let love guide you. Bye.